spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Brady going to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Brady to throw again. This one complete to Scott Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Brady now to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get, to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they'll get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short little throw to Ebron. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Love. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Love, they go play action now.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A beautiful fake. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
51 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Run for Pollard. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Scotty Miller.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Panthers nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 29, Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Play action this time with Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, Love. Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack. A big seam, and he might go all the way. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On 1st and 10, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devontae Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 31, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, here's a diving catch right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Love looking to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a give here to Pollard. Pollard now a 1st down and more. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Panthers 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brady to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On the jet sweep, this is Godwin. Gets past one man. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by